Hello students, welcome back in chemistry. Second chapter, that is matter around us. In that we have discussed about different mixtures and its separation. Today we try to study separation of immiscible liquid. Two liquid is there and it is immiscible, it was not soluble. They are not mixed. But by mistake if it is mixed, then how to separate this immiscible liquid? In petroleum product, different products are there having different density. So depending upon the density, we can separate this liquid by simple separatory funnel. Okay, simple separatory funnel. In industries, different columns are there. If the density is higher, then that particular liquid will settle down. If density is lower, then that particular liquid will come on the top, and from this separatory funnel, from the lower side, we can separate the liquid. So today we discuss how to separate this kerosene, petrol, oil from water. Water is a polar and kerosene, petrol or oil is a non-polar organic compound. The density is less as compared to water. The density of oil is less. Remember this. Oil density is less as compared to water. So water will settle down and oil or kerosene will come on the top of the layer. So this principle we will use in this separating mixture. The separating of mixture of two immiscible liquid. Let us try to separate this oil from water using separatory funnel. So this is separatory funnel. I am showing here. This is what separatory funnel is there. In this funnel, lower part is narrow and upper part is broad. This is the upper knob is there. Okay, cork is there. You have to close it. Cap is there. Here, open and close knob is there. From this, you can take out the liquid. So with the help of this, we can separate two immiscible liquid. I have taken two liquid in first beaker. Okay, in first beaker I have taken this oil. Okay, yellow color you can see oil. This oil, if I mix with water, this oil if I mix with water, in that I am adding the water and try to stir it. Then how to separate? With the help of separatory funnel. So take this mixture and add in this separatory funnel. Okay, close this lower block, close the cap and wait for 5 to 10 minutes. So that what like dissolve. Here you can see two layers are appear. Okay, upper layer that is the oil layer and lower layer that is the water layer. You wait it for some time and then we separate this lower layer water by opening the cork in the beaker. Okay, so how to start for the mixture of oil and water in a separatory funnel. Second, mix it properly and keep for some time. Means what? Undisturbed. Wait for him. Open the stop cork and collect out the water in the beaker. Then take out oil from the another beaker. So we will separate oil and you can see if you wait for some time then here from upper part oil is there, and from lower part it is water is there. So water we have to separate it out. So we will arrange in proper stand and then we collect it out. Okay. Okay. This is the separatory funnel I have arranged in the stand. Now I will collect the lower water by opening the knob. By opening the knob, I will collect the water. You can see I opening the knob slowly. The water will come out first. You can see water is coming out. Open the above cap so that what air can be goes inside. Now I am opening the knob. You can see water is coming out first, whose density is higher. So water is collecting in the beaker. Okay, water we have collected out in this beaker. When this oil level when reach to here near the cork, then you stop the cork. Now I am stopping and then I am collecting. Then I am collecting this oil in another beaker. In another beaker I am collecting the oil. Open the knob properly. So you can see now oil is coming out. You can see. Okay, yellow color oil is there. You can see in the beaker. Okay, now it is okay. So oil can be separated out when it is mixed with water. So two immiscible liquid can be separated out. Okay, we discuss about the result. Okay, by this method oil and water can be separated out. Another application. So separation of immiscible liquid in petrochemicals. First is extraction of iron from its ore. Okay, why? Because when ore mixed with certain chemical, it forms the slate. Okay, slate means what? Foam like compound. Iron ore, okay, bauxite ore or iron ore, hematite ore. If it is mixed with certain chemicals, then it forms the slate like foam like substance. It will come up and on the bottom heavy iron will settle at, and by the help of this principle separatory funnel we can separate out the iron and impurity can be removed. Second principle is in petrochemicals. Suppose we have kerosene, diesel, petrol. So this all immiscible liquid can be separated out with the help of this step. Another principle why this separation take place, because of the density. Immiscible liquid can be separated out with the layer depending upon its density. Again I revise, density is equal to mass by volume. The ratio between mass and volume, that is density. If the density is low, then that liquid will come up, and the density whose mass by ratio is more, density is more, then that particular liquid will more attract by the gravity and it will settle down. So we can separate these two immiscible liquid if the density ratio between them is very very high. If both having same density, then this method cannot be used. You try to Go through this video and write the notes in your notebook. Okay? Thank you.